Recapping the fall end of things with men's tennis with head coach Adam Strand. And coach, how much progress did you make as a team this fall?
Well, we made as much as we could, Darren. It's a short fall season, as you know, just 3 weeks, and so we just have about a dozen practices. But yeah, I think we saw some guys, especially our freshmen and our first-year players, really make some good strides, and I think we saw them get better. Some of these tournaments we had the past couple weekends were kind of eye-opening in some ways for them, but yeah, I think we made pretty good progress in a short period of time.
Do you approach the fall differently to maybe a first-year player as compared to a veteran player?
Yeah, definitely we do, Darren. This team's a little bit younger, and that's one thing we've talked about with some of those younger guys, of just giving it time, and that every time you get out on the court, just banking that as another good experience that you can learn from. And yeah, you see some differences. There's a big change between a second semester senior and a first semester freshman, and so I think we saw that some. But yeah, we were pleased with the progress that our younger guys made, and also really pleased with what we saw from our upperclassmen. Some of our older players who have been in the program for a year or two have really made some strides, and I think that helped us have a positive fall.
And you had your alumni week or alumni meet this past weekend, and a lot of people shows up. Obviously, it's been a big family of Luther tennis over the years, and a weekend like that kind of proves that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does, Darren. Yeah. A few weeks ago, we had our alums back on campus, kind of a way to get us prepared for these next two tournaments, the Iowa Conference Tournament and the ITA Regional up at Gustavus. And we always get a good turnout for us, but I think this may have been our biggest. We had 50 people back, if you count myself.
49.
Yeah, 49. Yeah. But yeah, it was an incredible weekend. I think it was really neat for our current players. The older guys obviously are used to seeing all these alums come back, but I think our first years were really just impressed with the whole thing. And the alums always come back and enjoy the opportunity to visit with each other, see our players. The guys showed up ready to play that day, and just, yeah, it was a great weekend for Luther tennis.
How'd you do?
I won my one match, so I got the final point for the alums. Not enough to get us over the hump, but I took down Quinn Foley. So anyway, it was a good day for me.
And what is going to be the key to getting into the spring season as ready as possible for the guys when you start in January?
Sure. Well, they were doing some testing with our strength and conditioning coach, Dave O'Connor, yesterday. So there was not much rest after a busy weekend on Friday and Saturday up at ITAs. And so they're getting right to work with Dave, doing some testing. We had several guys that were out on the courts yesterday on the back courts while we were practicing with our women. So I think they're hungry, and I think that they see that we did some good things this fall in these tournaments and at our alumni match, but that we've got a long way to go. And so it's going to be a combination of being on the court, doing work with Dave, staying healthy, and then we'll also do individual meetings with all of them to kind of talk about some things that the coaches see that they can work on.
All right, here's two steps to getting taken forward and being as ready as possible come spring. We wish best of luck here in the interim, Coach.
Thanks, Darren.
Adam Strand talking Luther College men's tennis.